Okay, so I'll go ahead with the intro.
Sure.
Hello, everybody. Uh, Welcome to my channel, The Star in Your Child. We are doing another live on the same topic, nutrition for kids during lockdown. We had done one Insta Live yesterday, and there were many questions unanswered, and for varied reasons, people could not join that. So we've made up for you all so that you get all your queries answered today. And with us, we have clinical nutritionist Prachi Mandoliya, who's been in this field for the past 15 years and catering to all age groups, be it for weight related issues or health related issues. And she caters to children and special need children as well. So you can get in touch with her. I would put down her portal at the end of the session where you can get in touch with her and cater to all your child's nutrition needs and yours as well. So, Prachi, can we get started?
Sure.
And today we have a new set of questions.
Okay. That's nice.
And yeah, so all that we did not answer yesterday or
Yeah, we
couldn't,
can do it today.
we'll do that.
Yes.
Yeah. So the first question is, this parent is breastfeeding her child.
Okay.
The child is 7 months old, and she's planning to start on food, but she's skeptical to start during this pandemic because
Mm-hmm.
of varied reasons, because she just doesn't know if it's safe to do so now. So what is your suggestion?
She can absolutely do it. She just has to be careful. It has to be really cooked well. If it's, whatever water she's using, it has to be boiled even after being filtered. So she can
Okay, so if it's an RO
totally do
filter
it.
or anything, she has to reboil them before giving it
Yeah.
to her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And I have a parent who says her child complains of leg cramps at night,
Okay.
especially at night, and is unable to sleep. Is that due to any deficiency? And if so, what kind of food will help?
So, water plays a very important role. If the child doesn't drink enough water,
Okay.
leg cramps can come.
All
Or
right.
even magnesium, that is a very important mineral. If that
All right.
deficiency is there, they can get cramps. So, magnesium sources could be nuts and seeds, green leafy
Okay.
vegetables. They can include that in their diet.
Children eating green leafy vegetables is a very big question mark.
Yes, palak paneer is
So,
their favorite.
okay.
Hmm.
So we need to find ways to feed them basically.
Yes,
And as you mentioned yesterday, force feeding the child would never help.
it's not a good idea.
Not a good idea. And again, in this pandemic, one thing that every mother is concerned about is their immunity. What are
Hmm.
the best foods that we can give, or any supplements that will help to improve the immunity?
Supplements I wouldn't recommend. They should just have natural foods. They should have a lot
Okay.
of protein foods like eggs, milk products, dals,
Okay.
pulses, these things.
Yeah.
All the kids should have, you should give them fresh turmeric root every day with little pepper and haldi. Sorry, ghee.
Ghee,
So that will really help to, boost immunity. And
which
also
is easy.
nuts and seeds. Yeah, it's very easy. You can just grate it in the vegetable or just give it as it is.
As
So,
it is.
that will really help.
Okay.
Also, nuts and seeds are really good for immunity.
Nothing else. And as we spoke yesterday, nuts need to be soaked in water before
Yes.
consuming, which is
So,
good for them.
almonds and walnuts overnight,
Yeah.
and cashews and pista can be soaked just for 2 to 3 hours. If
Just
want to soak it, otherwise it's okay.
yeah. And before soaking, we should make sure we wash it really well.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And children right now are tending to eat more of sugar, chips, burgers. They
Mm-hmm.
are craving for it more so now.
Mm-hmm.
So, how can we divert them to have healthy food, and how much of junk is okay?
So see, you have to obviously keep it like not more than once a week, but you can make these options at home. They can be made healthy. Like the burger
Okay,
patty can be made healthy. Like it does not need to be fried. It can be a nice vegetable patty which can be roasted. That
okay,
can be done. For pizza, a whole wheat bread, whole wheat loaf can be used with
all right,
whichever veggie the kids are okay with, or corn or something like that.
all right. And again, coming to burgers, the bread that we're giving our children, what kind of bread? Brown bread, whole wheat bread, multigrain bread? What?
Whole wheat or multigrain, not brown. Brown is just an added color or something. So either
Okay,
whole wheat, yeah, whole wheat or
multigrain.
multigrain is very good, provided they eat.
Yeah, some children really like that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's a good idea.
And what about milk bread, the basic
Milk
maida
bread,
one?
no, not
No, we
really.
do not suggest that. Okay. Um, I have a parent who would like to know how can she ensure that her child gets enough iron in the diet? So what are the
Yeah,
foods?
so foods which are rich in iron are green leafy vegetables like spinach. Poha is a very good source of iron.
Okay,
So, yes, also dates, they are rich
okay,
in iron. So,
okay.
but the important thing is to give vitamin C rich foods with iron. So, like in poha, you need to put some lemon, on the poha.
Right,
So that
right.
will help to absorb the iron.
All right.
So make
Coming to
sure to have.
vitamin,
Hmm.
yeah. So there
Yeah,
are
yeah,
many
come.
children who are allergic or start coughing once they have citrus fruits.
Hmm.
Or vitamin, what should be the substitute? Fruits, as you said yesterday, there are no substitutes. But for
Hmm.
vitamin C, is there any other source of it?
Yeah, so there are other sources. If not citrus fruits, guava is a good source.
Okay,
So capsicum is a good source. Strawberries, when they're in season, are a good source of vitamin C. So those can be
okay.
given.
So I have a question here from the chat. What was the
Hmm.
easy way to gain weight for vegetarians?
Okay, so for vegetarians, yeah, so like they can have milkshakes every day. Banana is a good fruit to gain weight. So they can
Okay,
have a banana milkshake or banana as it is. Also
okay.
stuffed parathas like aloo paratha will really help.
With
Even
cheese?
cheese, with cheese also, or I was coming to cheese, cheese in any form, cheese slice or anything made out of cheese will help. So all these
All
things
right.
can be taken regularly.
Okay. And there's a parent who needs to know that after consuming banana, the child
Mm-hmm.
is not really okay. Maybe coughs a lot, gets cold. So,
Mm-hmm.
what other source that can be added to milkshakes to gain weight apart from banana?
They can add any fruits like chiku, they can add. That's a good one. Chiku with date, chiku and
Okay,
a date milkshake. Yes.
date milkshake and chiku. And it has to be consumed once a day, twice a day,
Yeah, once is good.
once
Once
is
or
good.
twice for kids, it's all good. Even mango milkshake, somebody's writing, that's totally fine. It's a good idea
Yeah,
right now, mangoes are in season.
mango milkshakes, right? So, but when you're making milkshakes, you tend to
Hmm.
add sugar, right?
So
So,
you can sweeten it with either jaggery powder or dates. That's a good
and
idea.
wait.
Hmm.
Okay. So I have a parent who wants to know that adding Bonvita, Horlicks, and Pediasure, into milk, does it really
Hmm.
help children in growing and building
It's
immunity?
totally not a good idea. It's total marketing of products because they don't
Okay.
help at all and they're actually harmful. So you rather make, milkshakes are better or like a masala milk made at home with nuts and, some saffron. The yellow one which we get outside can be easily made at home. So that would be a good idea.
Right. And the parent would want to know that my daughter only prefer milk in the morning and no nashta. Is that fine?
Okay. Okay. So if she doesn't prefer nashta, maybe you can give a fruit after some time of milk.
Okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right. And how ideal is having breakfast? Because children get up by the time it's afternoon. They sleep
Hmm.
late, so late, and they directly dive into lunch. Skipping breakfast
Is
is
obviously
okay.
not good, but if they're getting up late, you can't give them in bed. So it's okay. Like, obviously it's better to stick to a little schedules.
Okay.
But if they get up late, there's nothing much you can do.
So, not getting enough sleep during these times because they have a very sedentary lifestyle now. How can we
Hmm.
involve them to be physically active? You know?
So there are a lot of classes going on right now online. So
Okay.
they have routine for kids also. How there are routines for adults, a whole
Okay.
exercise thing. So
Yeah.
that they can see and do. So that's fun also. It has music. It's entertaining also, and they can see and do it. So
All
that
right.
way they'll be physically active. And if they're not getting good sleep, you can give them a cup of milk, before they sleep or something. That will help.
Yeah. So late night snack would be milkshakes,
Sure,
fruits,
milkshakes, fruits, that would
and I
be.
don't think there's a deadline for children
Sorry.
to
Yeah,
finish
for
food.
children, it's all good.
All good. Um, Another parent wants to know how can we improve our child's mental growth with
Hmm.
food? What kind of food will help them to improve their brain activity?
So, omega-3 fatty acids, foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids really help in brain health. So they
Okay.
can give them that if they are a non-vegetarian, fish is a very good source.
Okay.
Otherwise, nuts, walnuts are very good. Seeds, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, all these seeds should be given regularly.
Also, flax seeds.
Flax seeds also.
So we can ground flax seeds and then just give them a teaspoon of it, which will it help?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or you can add it to the cereal or something like that.
Okay. And ice creams, cold drinks is like something that children want every time. The
Hmm.
heat is rising as well.
Correct.
So is it okay to, have cold stuffs during this pandemic? Because everybody's suggesting having warm water over a cold drink.
Hmm.
So
No, no,
what
no,
do you
that's
suggest?
not a good idea. Warm water over a cold drink is not a good idea. But then, of course, you have to, as much as possible, avoid. Anyways, calling from outside is also a scare. So
Okay.
try to avoid these things. Make do
Like
with
they have
something at
tank
home.
or something at home, you know,
Hmm, hmm,
with
hmm,
some ice on top of it.
hmm. But that's full sugar. It's just plain sugar.
Good.
Time. Yes.
No tank, no rasna, nothing. Instead,
Fresh
fruit,
juices. Fresh
fresh fruit
juices.
juice. Yeah,
Watermelons are very nice right now.
watermelons are good. Yeah, right, right. And there's a lot of query again on vitamin D and B12. How
Hmm.
which food would help, and for vegetarians as well as non-vegetarians. Good
So
sources of
for
vitamin D and B12.
vegetarians, the best source for B12 is milk and milk products.
Okay,
And for non-vegetarians, of course, meat and fish if they're eating is good. And
okay.
vitamin D, of course, sunlight is the best source. There's no
Which
denying that, which
is
is very
perfect now.
difficult, I know. Apart from
Yeah.
that, eggs. Eggs are very good source of vitamin D.
So I have a question here, wherein the parent is asking, what are the foods will help weight gain in a 1-year-old child?
As I already mentioned, the
Should be
same
same,
foods go
banana
for
milkshakes
all.
and all.
Yeah.
And
Cheese
food
slice
that,
is good. Kids can eat cheese slice.
and what food would help to increase hemoglobin?
That's iron. I just mentioned the iron-rich foods
So green
like
leafy vegetables,
poha, dates. These are very good
yeah,
source of iron.
iron. Okay. And again, let me go through. If I'm missing out on anything. All right. So some say that eating makhana also puts on weight. Is it true?
No,
No, it's just a
no.
snack.
It's a good snack. It will
Okay.
not, yeah.
And what about when we go to milk? Many children do not want, drinking milk. They would prefer to have tea and coffee over milk. And
Mm-hmm.
how much harm does tea and coffee do to children? Or is it
Tea and
okay once?
coffee is not at all recommended for children. Uh, if even if they're not having milk, I would not say give tea and coffee.
Okay.
because it has caffeine. The caffeine has tannins in it, so that will hinder absorption of, important nutrients. So tea and coffee shouldn't be given. Also, it's a stimulant, so the kids will be hyperactive. They might have moods,
Yeah.
or anxiety. So it's not recommended for kids. For milk,
Mm.
you can try different options, either milk with cereal or milkshakes, or you give milk products like curd, paneer, cheese. So
Correct.
don't stress so much on milk itself in
Right.
terms of tea, coffee.
And giving oats to children every day. Is it
Hmm.
okay giving oats to children every day?
Yes, you
Okay,
can give oats.
should be fine. And food that would improve eye power. Again, it should be iron.
Vitamin A. So vitamin A in carrots, yellow
Okay.
orange fruits and vegetables,
Okay.
and green leafy vegetables. Spinach is excellent. So you give them carrots every day and spinach also. It really has,
Oh,
actually, the studies have shown it improves eyesight.
all right. Having carrot every day.
Carrot and spinach.
Yeah. And the parent wants to know that giving eggs in summer, every day
Mm.
in summer, is fine.
Yeah, 1 to 2 eggs is fine.
1 to 2 eggs is
Just
fine.
make sure they're having enough water in this summer season because it's
Yes.
really hot right now.
I don't know if I should take this.
Hmm.
It says for dry skin, dandruff, because of staying all day in AC, what should be the remedy for that?
That's
I don't
not
total.
relevant.
Yeah, and there's some interesting question on protein powder for people who go to gym regularly.
Hmm.
Having
So
protein
see,
shake.
extra if they are doing vigorous, high intensity exercise, it's okay. Otherwise, if
Okay.
they've taken the powder and not done
Hmm.
enough exercise, it'll lead to weight gain. The extra protein will be converted to fat. So they
Okay.
really have to see what they're doing. I would suggest natural proteins as much as possible.
All right. So unless you do vigorous gym activity, protein
Yeah,
shakes are not
you
advisable.
shouldn't be. Yeah,
So it would put on weight.
yeah, they'll gain weight. The all the protein will be converted to fat, and they'll gain weight.
And if is there any substitute for egg if someone is does not like having egg?
So it's protein sources, milk and milk products, or if they are
Yes.
non-vegetarian, fish and chicken.
All right. So Prachi, I guess this is it.
Okay,
Should we wrap it up? And
sure.
any concluding statements, Prachi, would you would like to give to parents for nutrition and general health for their children?
Yes, so now is the time the kids are home. Parents always would say they can't eat this and that because, the school routines are so long. They have long day in school. So right
Yes.
now, give them enough, healthy foods, include nuts and seeds, fruits regularly, and build
Yeah.
the immunity. This is the time to build immunity for the kids as well, and of course us also.
Okay. That's nice. Thank you so much, Prachi, once
Thank
again
you.
for being here for us and answering to all our queries. It was a pleasure having you around.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
Bye.
Bye.